Hey, Sheila, I think we're live.
Okay, Leslie. Hi, everybody out there in Facebook and YouTube land.
Yeah, this is very exciting.
We can't see you, but we know you're there. And some of you have already been chatting back and forth with either Mari or Leslie and Charlotte out there. We've got people watching the chat for us. And we've got improvisers here with us right now. And I'm Sheila Goldsmith, teacher and director of Improv Playworks. And this is my dear friend and longtime improviser, Leslie.
Hi. Yeah, I'm going to just help introduce everybody. I noticed that in the chat, we got people from Iowa and Michigan and Auburn and Calgary and Boston and Clallam and Florida. This is very exciting. Wow. I know.
Oh, awesome. I'm wondering if my friend Libby's out there from Berkeley, California.
Libby, are you out there?
You wonder. And
New Jersey.
So here's the deal. You saw the wonderful slideshow that was put together by a couple of people in my student group, Mari and John. We're very pleased with it. And you got to see some of the players in various kind of different outfits and things. And we are a cast comprised of a lot of people that live in Bellingham, Washington. We also have someone from Oregon and someone from Linden and someone from Ferndale and someone from Mount Vernon. So we're kind of all over. That's the beauty of Zoom. We have students far reaching all the way into New York. Hello to anyone in New York who's watching us. Thank you.
Libby's here. Sorry, had to interrupt.
Okay. So let's see, Leslie, what's the next thing we need
to get some suggestions because this is improv. And if we don't get suggestions from our audience, they're going to think that we've planned this all out, which we haven't.
That's right. So the first thing, and you get ready, I hope you know how to use the chat in both Facebook and YouTube. I understand that in YouTube, if you haven't signed in, you may not be able to use the chat. But one of the first things we're going to need a made up fictional name or a title for a book or a story. So if you can post in the chat, we're going to be collecting those to use later on in the show. We'll let you do that. And by the way,
pop those in the chat. Some made up book titles here, and I'm on Facebook, so I can see what you've got there coming in. Okay, what is chat? Somebody said, oh, that's a good book title. What is chat?
I'm hoping, by the
Chat
way,
is where you type in and you get to add in some comments at the bottom there. So we're looking for book titles from any of you out there in the audience.
now, meanwhile, while we're collecting those, a lot of you have probably seen our slideshow and you've seen some of the wonderful quotes that give you a sense of the deeper depth and breadth and underpinnings of improv and how it is an art form that involves storytelling and character development. And it's not just about being perfect or funny or clever. We're going to have fun. We're going to connect. We're going to listen. And we are grateful that we have an audience here to listen to us. And we are sharing what we love to do on a weekly basis. And now, Leslie, maybe I'll go ahead and get the next ask for. Should we do that?
Yeah, sure. I got a few book titles. What is Chat? I Lost My Wedding Ring, Peace and Peaches. Those are some great ones.
And now we are going to need a different professions, different, plumber. Yeah. So let's put some professions in the chat. Let's keep it family friendly, everything. And while you're at it, we can also mix in there some, what shall I call it? Categories, genres. We will be watching television. And you could give us a genre like Western or sci-fi, anything you wish. And let's just kind of collect them.
Let's see, septic tank and solar. I love that one. Snake wrangler. Oh my God, you guys.
And Leslie, I think it's time to actually start the show and meet the cast.
Oh, right. Sounds good.
You can keep typing suggestions in there. Is there any other suggestion that I forgot that I think we need, folks?
Story title, but I kind of got that with the book title, so I think we're okay.
And if you want to, just for kicks, you guys, put in any non-geographic locations you want to put, like a drugstore, grocery store, backyard, just not a geographic location like Paris or something like that. Now, we are just about to bring on all the rest of the cast and introduce ourselves, and then we're going to warm up all of us, including you guys, by dancing, but I will announce that. So I'm going to remove Leslie and I from spotlighting, and now you see all of us, and we're about to introduce ourselves. I'm Sheila Goldsmith, and I'm the director and teacher at Improv Playworks.
Heather, Leah,
Angela,
Bruce,
Peter,
Leslie,
John,
Helen,
Mari,
Sue,
Aline,
Brad,
Renee.
I'm going to pretend you're all clapping and cheering for us. All right. We are going to do a group warm-up that we love doing called Tall Tales. And we're going to go around the screen and we're going to warm up each other. And I'm going to kick it off and pass it on to Heather. I went swimming 25 years ago in the ocean.
Well, I have 29 pet spiders.
Well, I hung Christmas lights from the Eiffel Tower all the way to the Empire State Building.
Well, I changed my tire while I was wearing a bathing suit.
Well, I walked on my hands all the way across the state of Washington.
Well, I invented belly button lint.
Well, I saved my goldfish.
Well, I made 8,000 scones for the Queen's Jubilee.
Well, I kayaked to Atlantis this morning.
Well, I knitted a sweater from the nose hairs of a zombie.
Well, I can change the weather when I sneeze.
Well, I ate 5 pineapples in 25 seconds.
Well, my best friend is a monkey cat.
Well, I changed the color of a zebra with red tulips.
Well, I wrote a book in 10 minutes.
Well, I blew the rain out of the state of Washington into Idaho.
Well, I wear white after Labor Day.
Well, I slept in the clothes dryer.
Well, I wove rattlesnakes together into a rope.
Well, I reorganized all of the books in the Bellingham Library by book jacket color.
Well, I dog paddled all the way to Africa.
Well, I have such a long name, it takes a whole week to say it.
Okie dokie. That was what we call tall tales. Now we're going to do a very fun storytelling event. And our storyteller is John, accompanied by 3 assistants. We have Heather, we have Renee, and we have Helen. And they are going to be holding up, in a little order here, objects. John will take one of the titles. Someone's going to chat me or tell me some of the titles that were given. And he's going to tell a story based on one of the titles you gave us. And as he's telling the story, first Heather will pull up an object. He has to incorporate these objects into the story and justify them as it rotates around the screen. So let me see a few titles in the chat. I believe that we are going to use How My Cat Flew.
My cat did something absolutely amazing on Tuesday. It got up from where it was stuck to the floor, taped down, and began fanning its front legs in amazing ways. The beads of sweat came like pearls. He didn't chase after the black duck. Today he was going to fly with a dragon. He knew it was time to begin playing, and suddenly I saw him measuring out the runway. He bowed down. He put the M&M right in front of his nose, and then his friend lit the flame right behind him. He was as sharp as ever. He took off running. The bell rang, and at that time, he was in the sky. It was amazing. He didn't quite know what to do with the little round white things he could saw, so he called his friend the monkey, and they ate a pickle in the sky. It was wonderful. Then all of a sudden, it flipped, and he was back on the ground. His flight was over. He was in his treehouse, reminiscing about what it was to fly, telling his friend the dinosaur that time and pressure went away when he was up in the air. He fanned himself again, just relaxed, knowing that his circle of friends would be amazed by his tales of flying. They weren't corny or lit up in a candle. He could just see himself clearly standing in the sun, and he knew the prize would be his. The trophy would be his. His lips shined. His sword shined. He was a hero to all. Then he rode his cycle back home and decided to make lemonade out of lemons. Wonderful.
Thank you, John. Lemonade out of lemons. Big hand from the audience. And by the way, Ari and Leslie, I saw nothing in the chat from anybody about anything. Okay. Thank you. And now we are going to do something that's one of my favorites called Telephone Bank. So we're going to have 6 telephone operators on the screen in a minute, and each one is going to have a different profession, and they're located in a different office where they would be answering phones. So let me bring on my bank of telephoners. All righty, we have Aline. We have Brad. We have Peter. We have Leah. We have Bruce, and we have Angela. All right, and now I'm going to
professions. Do you need any professions?
I'm looking at them in the chat here. Let's see.
Awesome.
All right, we've got Aline. You're an attorney's office. We've got a pet detective. I think I've got to give that to Peter. And let me see, Leslie, have you got anything interesting that I want to hear about? Oh, we've got, oh no.
Oh yeah, we've got a snake wrangler, a dog walker, a math teacher, a crocodile tamer, a pilot.
Okay, Brad, you are a crocodile tamer. And we have, what was that? The other one let me hear another one, Leslie.
So a machinist, a snake wrangler.
Snake wrangler, yeah.
Yep. Bartender, crocodile tamer, pilot, house painter, pet detective, dog walker.
Bruce, you're a pilot. And why don't you be a dog walker, Angela? So why don't you, each one at a time, tell us what you are.
Attorney's office.
Crocodile wrangler.
Pet detective.
Snake charmer.
Pilot.
A dog walker.
Now, here's what's going to happen. One at a time, they'll first start talking so you get to hear them talk. But then they're going to weave their conversations in and out and be listening and taking words that come from the other professions and weaving them and justifying them in their own phone conversation. So take it away, Aline.
Nickel, Pickle, and Oreo and Associates, may I help you? Oh, yes, we love to handle your case. Are you guilty or not?
Hey there, hey. Yeah, this is Jerry's crocodile wrangling. What can I do for you, eh? Okay, well, underwater work is what we do. We go in after them.
Yes, this is Dolores' pet detective. How can I help you? Oh, you're looking for your snake. You bought a snake with a pet.
Yes. Okay. This is Zoe. Yes, the snake charmer. Yes, you've got a snake problem. I can help you with that, I promise.
This is your captain speaking, and guess what? On this flight, we have two-way communication. I can't wait to find out what
I can walk pickles and carrots. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. I hope they have their own kibble.
Yeah, it's no problem. I can be out there Tuesday afternoon. Yeah. Tuesday afternoon, I come get the crocodile.
For only $400.
Tuesday afternoons are good.
No, Tuesday is that's not going to work for me. I've got my hot yoga that day, so you're just going to have to hold off on that steak till Friday.
Yes,
I know that we're supposed to land on Monday, but we're going to not get down until Tuesday.
Oh, they love hot yoga. Those snakes, they like to wrap around those warm stones. Yes.
We have 6 arraignments on Tuesday morning. We can't make all of those.
Yeah, the crocs, they like to go to the bottom of the bay there and they wrap around the warm rocks. And that's where I go and grab them.
Well, you don't look at a big canvas
Your dogs
bag,
love hot yoga.
I put them in a bag and put some bricks in there and just throw them right in the bay. You got those snakes taken care of right away.
I don't want to hear anything about the bottom of the bay. I'm sorry. That's just kind of scary for a captain.
Yes,
no, I'd never let a dog go to the bottom of the bay.
With my scuba gear, I will go to the bottom of the bay for you.
The body was found in the bottom of the bay. Yes, Mr. Oreo, this is going to be a case from heaven for you.
Yeah, last week I ran into a sea snake down there while I was grabbing a croc. Now, that was a handful, I tell you.
Well, if your dog is a swimmer, yes, bottom of the bay is great.
This is the
when I was in scuba gear, I was in Acapulco with Carlos, and that was 1959. So I don't think my butt is going to fit into any scuba gear.
This is the captain speaking, and I'm wondering if anybody's seen my snake.
Too many rocks in the plane will weigh it down. It makes it kind of a problem.
Yeah, I would say, no, we don't.
It's normal to be airspace when the way
they're still going to.
I spend most of
we sell them to the person.
I don't know about that.
That's right.
I'll check.
Oh, you don't like that? Well, why don't you come up here, Captain Steve?
No.
And you fly the plane. You think you can do a better job? I've never.
Thank you very much. Big hand for them, everybody. Our telephone operators. I hope everyone out there is having a good time and has good Zoom reception. We're about to do something called Welcome Back. And this is modeled after talk shows, with talk show hosts and guests that they bring in. So we're going to have a series of characters, talk show hosts who introduce a guest. And this involves our entire cast. Okay. So here we go. And there we go. Sorry, I had to change my, okay.
Welcome back to Wicked Witches Gone Good. I have a wonderful guest I'm going to introduce. She has been out of the coven and in the community, being kind and compassionate for years. Oh, Matilda, thank you so much for joining us.
Esmeralda, it's always such a pleasure. So witchy.
Oh, do you ever find it hard to do kind spells?
Oh, kind ones are the harder ones. They're not as fun.
They're definitely not as fun, but I have to say it's made a big difference in the community. Don't you agree?
Yes, people are doing that please and thank you thing. Is that your spell?
I think that was mine. I added a little bit of a little man and some sunglasses and poof, kindness all around.
I hope you will teach me that spell someday, because right now all I get is mud plopping from the sky.
Oh.
Welcome back. I am Dr. Frida Payne, and this is At Home Dentistry. Today, we have a special guest, oral surgeon, renowned oral surgeon, Ima. Knock you out. Hi, Ima. How are you?
Oh, Dr. Frida, it is wonderful to be here. I'm thrilled. What are we going to be working on today?
Well, I just want your tips for, anesthesia at home and all the special tips that you would give our viewers that are, working on themselves.
Oh, self-dentistry is a big thing. I hope you've tried those snap-on smiles. But what I'll tell you about today, the best tool for self-anesthesia is still a hammer.
Oh, perfect. Tried and true.
That's right. Of course, take your dental helmet off and then just use the hammer very firmly and bonk, you're out. You can pull your wisdom teeth or work your bicuspids. It works beautiful.
Valuable information, Doctor. Thank you.
It's an honor.
Welcome back. Today on our show, we are going to discuss neck injuries and how to care for them. And our guest is a wonderful fella. He's been on the Today Show discussing neck injuries and what to do about them. Davey Davidson, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Davey.
I'm so happy to be here.
That's great to have you here, Davey. Now, I, for one, as you can tell, have had some problems with my neck. Well, it just doesn't work so well. Sometimes it creaks. Sometimes it croaks. You have any suggestions for me as to what I might do?
Oh, yes. I think what you need to do is get my special little device. I sell it for $99, 3 payments over 3 months. And what it does is it basically grows into your body and it reinforces your shoulders so that your neck has its own kind of plasticity, and it's just something that involves no pain. And in 6 months, you'll be all healed.
I love plasticity. Now, is that a K-Tel product?
It is K-Tel product.
Yeah.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Geriatric Lounge Singers Hour. Tonight, we have a very special guest for you. I want to bring up Miss Sally Matago. Let's give her a big hand. Sally, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's just a pleasure to have you here, Sally. Tell me, where you been lately? What you been doing?
Well, I've been singing at the lounge down in, Heddlesburg, and we've been singing some great Ella Fitzgerald songs and Mel Torme. You know what I mean?
Oh, zippity dooby la, so do I. Yes, I do. All right. Oh, hey, Look at that, Sally. We got a special guest here.
How you doing?
Bobby McPherson is here. Bobby, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm hanging in. I'm still singing.
We've been duetting. You know what I mean? We've been singing Luck Be a Lady Tonight.
Luck be a lady,
Lady
tonight.
I've never known a lady to be lucky.
Lady tonight.
Luck be a lady if you've ever had a wonder. Luck be a lady tonight.
Yeah. Thank you very much. It's so good to be here.
Just like old times.
Just like old times.
Hi, welcome back to the Happy Homework Helpers Hour in Honolulu. You made it. Academics is so important. I'm so excited to introduce our guest, Georgia. Georgia Snodgrass is a helper. So Georgia, how do you do it? How do you support those kids?
Well, I'm so happy that you asked, because with the invention of computer and Zoom, they can just type it in and I can come right to their house. It's just so wonderful.
And do you find that when they're on Zoom, they're really able to absorb your wisdom? Are they relatable?
Well, for the most part, yes. Yeah.
How did you understand homework when you were young, Georgia?
Why, I just studied all the time. I didn't eat. I didn't sleep. I just studied. That's what I did.
Got you. Look what happened. You look put together and professional. What's the most challenging thing to teach? Which topic is really out there to work with?
I think it would be mathematics. That's not my forte.
Hey, can you help me?
Oh, I'd love to help you out, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm about to get myself a puppy friend.
Oh, it's so nice to have friends. I like to have friends too.
How do you get friends?
Well, I buy a book and determine what kind of friends I want, and I get an appropriate book, and then I read all about them.
My book is appropriate. It's called Before You Get Your Puppy.
Oh, that's really smart. You're such a good boy.
Thank you.
Oh, you're such a good. Oh, no, this is a friend too. This is my friend Piggy Piglet. She's very nice and she likes doggies.
I like pork cheeks.
Ooh.
Hi, guys.
Oh,
How you
hey,
doing?
Phil? How you doing, Phil? It's so nice to see you.
Well, I heard you guys were here talking about friends.
We have friends. We have piggy friends and puppy friends. And now we have my best friend, Phil. I'm so excited.
So am I. I can't
Oh,
wait.
Phil, what do you think we should do with our friends?
Let's take them for a walk.
Let's go for a walk. Yeah.
Okie dokie. Thank you very much. Wild and crazy people. Hope you're all back out there. We heard Facebook went down for a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Out in YouTube and Facebook land. Now we're about to have a monologue. One single monologue by Renee. And her monologue is going to go like this. She is going to tell us just some ordinary, little mundane, absolutely unemotional, theoretically, routine in her life. And she's going to infuse it with an unusual, intense amount of emotion that words do not convey, but her expression will. And I'm going to give you anger, Renee. So take it away.
I went into the refrigerator and I got out some milk and I put it in the cup. And then I got some strawberries and I put it in the cup. and I put the powder in, and then I put it on the blender, and I pushed that button, and it made a smoothie, and it was really good. It was so good and creamy and sweet. So good. I wanted another one, but I had no more.
Thank you, Renee. Okay. And now I will turn my camera off along with half the cast. And we're going to be doing something that those of you that are still old-fashioned enough that you watch television and you use a remote control and change channels, we're going to do something called channel surfing. And we've gotten some channel suggestions already in the chat. I could use some more. And we're going to assign them to each of the players one at a time. And then I'm going to watch some television and switch channels randomly at all different times of the day and night. So let me see. Oh, we have got soap opera for Heather. We have horror for Peter. And we have film noir. Can you handle film noir, Helen?
I'll see if I can do it.
Okay. And Leah, we're going to give you a cooking show. Oops, we just lost somebody. And Renee, we are going to give you we're going to give you news. And I'm missing somebody. Brad is going to be the sports channel. And I don't know what happened to one of my players, but they're
Becoming film noirish.
Film noir is trying to figure out how to do that well. Sorry.
No. Okay. All right. So please tell us your channel, starting with Heather.
Soap opera.
Cooking channel.
Horror.
Sports channel.
News.
Film noir.
Okay. I'm going to start changing channels.
That's right, Jimmy. I think he's in the shed. Let's send the cheerleader in to see. I'm sure she'll be able to beat him off.
I don't care what you say, Billy. We're never getting back together. Not after you slept with my sister.
And the crowd is hushed. And Davy's rolling back. He's got the cub black and he strokes. And it's a long drive, 300 yards.
Master Chef, I don't understand this recipe. It has too much vinegar. It's too much. I don't understand. Perhaps we could.
But the following Tuesday, when he came to see me, he brought the spatula, and I began to understand the attraction. He'd been known to follow it around his home.
Hi, reporting live from Wichita. Looks like it's raining cats and dogs. I don't know what happened. I just looked up and it was raining cats and dogs. It's never happened like that before. What the heck's going on?
It's the worst crime scene I've ever seen. Nothing human could have ripped those bodies apart. I'm telling you, it makes me sick.
Want schnitzel? I'll give him schnitzel.
Every dinner party is a lot better when you've got a little bit of schnapps to just add to the audience and the guests and everyone, the recipes. Oh,
Only 3 miles more to go in this hour of the jogging show. Everybody keep up. Come on.
But can you help me? I'm so distressed since she died. Oh, I don't know how to behave. I find myself wandering the streets at night.
That's right. For $19.99, you can hold this rare movie Ripton cigarette from Route 66 when the aliens attack.
Now a word from Dr. Fauci. This is not how you wear the mask, okay? You don't wear it on your head. You wear it over your mouth like this.
Yes, yes, that one. Number one does appear to be the best rise in a croissant I've ever seen. It's got so much.
It's okay, Kitty. I know he's coming back. I know he's coming back this time. Tommy? Is that you? Oh, Kitty.
Yeah. So my name is Tommy, and I saw the monster. He was going over there, and he was in my closet. And sometimes I think he's under my bed. But then I realize it's my big brother. He's just trying to scare me because he's a jerk, and I don't.
Oh, I know you're coming back, you monster. It's never been the same since I've been gone.
Well, I got the States down here to win. We got a spread to cover at 2 points, but I think that the Williamsburg Williamses are gonna putt them. So I'm gonna put them up by 3 points. 2,000.
Welcome to the Queen's Jubilee. Tonight we're going to witness the lovely, beautiful Queen Elizabeth. She shall come down the stairs in all her finery. Yes.
The Cookie Monster is the best judge we've ever had on this show. The fuzziest, the bluest, and the most appreciative of the driest of cookies. You must have Cookie Monster on your own show.
I don't know what happens to me. Sometimes when the kids leave the dishes out, I just turn into a raging monster, and I want to rip them from limb to limb, and it just
Yes, Doctor. I will put this over my eyes. And then yours.
The 8-pound weight is your friend, and only $19.95 will get you 16 sets of 8-pound weights. Anyone can do anything with 8-pound weights.
Is this thing on? Yo, Johnny, what's with the hat? Oh, I'm live. Hi. Welcome to your life.
And after he brought the spatula back to you, then what did he do that Tuesday morning? Did he wear the hat? Was it there? Please tell me. I can find this.
Thank you for a very rich and rewarding TV watching for myself. That was really, really fun. Big hand for them. I'm imagining everyone is clapping. And I'm going to come back on the screen too. What the heck? Okay. Here I am. Poof! Hello! So now, this is where I get to work my magic. This is a little interlude called Director's Choice. And I'm just going to pluck a couple players out and have them do something, okay? A pair of them. And I'm going to start by bringing Brad and Heather on. And they're going to do a scene. And the scene I'm going to have them do together is what we refer to as a scene with no S's, which means they're going to do a normal scene, except they cannot say a word that has the letter S in it. They may use a word that has an S sound, like practice. So they're trying to speak without using an S. And let me see. Oh, I see yes, we've got clap, clap, clap in the chat. Now, we need to give these guys a relationship. And maybe quickly, I don't know, something in the chat. Let me see what I find. Well, they're obviously, would you say you're hunters of some sort? I think we might say that, yes. And perhaps you're a married couple and you're out hunting. And let's see what happens. Take it away, my dear hunters.
Oh, Frank, I love it when we go hunting together.
Yeah, Mary, hunting be great.
Very great. Now get your hammer, honey.
Okay, dear. Got my hunting hammer.
Good. Now, we better go after that roadrunner over there.
Roadrunner, go beep beep.
There he be. Ha ha.
They're after me.
We're coming for you.
Let's
Catch up.
get him. We're after you.
Quick, get in the tree place.
Entering the tree place. Grab a weapon. Reach out and stoop. Stoop. Get him.
Oh, what could we make for dinner tonight, honey?
Oh, I love the lamb.
Chop.
The lamb chop. One
Only
lamb
one.
chop, not multiple.
With a little lavender in it.
Oh, the lavender make delightful.
Good job. Go get him, Brad. Go get him.
Go get him. Get that Roadrunner with no S's.
Okay, now I'm going to bring two people out here. And I believe I'm going to bring Aline. And I'm going to have, oh my gosh. I'm going to have John join her. And they're going to do, oops, I'm sorry, I'm having a little spotlighting trouble. Okay, they're going to do a scene 3 ways. What's going to happen here is, and you guys, some relationships typed in the Zoom chat would be great. They are going to do a neutral scene at first, just a regular scene. And then I'm going to have them stop. I'm going to give them a genre and they're going to redo that scene in a genre like a Western or sci-fi or mystery or even Shakespeare or even a musical. So let's see. This looks like, oh, a nurse. Let's see what we get. Take it away and I will end it in a few minutes. Okay.
Nurse Betty, do you have my tool bag?
Yes, Dr. Roanoke, of course I have your tool bag. Who else would carry it for you?
You always have everything I need. Do you have my scalpel?
I do. I believe I have your scalpel. I have that special pink one you like.
Oh, I love that one. Who are we operating on today?
I don't remember its name. He's the tall guy with the red hair.
At least, do you know what we're removing?
I put an X on it, so when you lift the gown, you'll see.
Oh,
I hope I put the X in the right spot.
oh, I'm looking. I see 2 X's.
Great. And I'll remove your person till we do it again. All right. So now I'm going to throw a genre on you. And I think we will have it be, let's see what I see in the chat for a genre. Oh, it's going to be a Western. Take it away. Same scene.
Afternoon, Nurse Betty, down here at the little village hospital out west. How are you today?
I'm mighty fine, Dr. Roanoke. What are we going to do today? And what do you need? Because I'm here with my saddlebags. I'm Gussie and I've got your stuff.
You are always Gussie. I need something that'll cut.
Oh, yeah. I got a couple things. Got a hatchet. I got these nice clippers if you're not cutting anything like a hoof.
I'll take the clippers, Nurse Betty.
Okay, here you go.
But I don't quite know who from the corral is coming up for the cutting.
Oh, I think it's that big steer, the wild one that nobody can tame.
Today.
Whatever you want, it looks like just something. We got marks on him, so I think you can just go in anywhere you want and just take something good.
I'm looking down at his undercarriage and I can't seem to see it. I've got it. He'll be singing higher now.
You're so great, Dr. Roanoke.
Oh, thank you, Nurse Betty.
Okay. Thank you. I had muted myself. Okay. Now I see that on YouTube, oh, we've got choices. You know, I'm very curious about a documentary. See what we can do with this. Same scene, documentary.
Good afternoon, viewers. I'm the doctor, and I'm here with Nurse Betty. I'm about to take you back into the operating theater where Betty and I are about to perform a procedure that will require some cutting.
Yes, and today I am joining Dr. Roanoke. I have assembled all of his tools here, and they have all been sterilized to FDA regulations.
It is good to know that Nurse Betty knows those important regulations. Which instrument will we be using today, Betty, to be cutting?
We will be using the FICO knife.
I love the FICO knife, invented in 1863 by
Yes.
Benjamin Mary FICO. Where are we cutting our patient today, Nurse Betty?
We are relegated to the lower abdomen of the specimen we have with us today, and you are going to reveal to the audience where and what you are removing. And I should mention that if there are squeamish people or people who want to look away, now would be probably the time to do that, or go and get a beverage or something.
It is fine, Nurse Betty. You've provided me with plenty of spleen sponges. And yes, by the way, we will be removing his spleen. What does the spleen do, Nurse Betty?
Or oh my God. Okay, thank you. That was fantastic. Thanks to whoever gave us documentary. That was great. Oh my God. Okay, I think we have time for one more director's choice before we go into book club. So I'm going to have my players do an alphabet scene. Okay, so we are going to put, let's see who's really good at alphabet. I don't know. I'm going to put Leah on and Helen, and they're going to do a little alphabet scene. And let's put them in. Their situation is they're two sisters. They live together, and it seems that they're a bit scared this evening because it appears that perhaps their house is haunted. So it's a bit of a horror theme. Take it away, sisters, and it's an alphabet scene. So what happens is the first person that speaks has to say a sentence that starts with the letter A. The next sentence said has to be with the letter B, and you can all track and see if they make it through the alphabet. Take it away.
As I was sleeping last night, Dolores, I heard chain noises up in the attic.
Before I fell asleep, Fiona, I did too.
Chains coming from the attic can only mean one thing.
Don't tell me.
Every time they clank, it's a ghost.
For goodness sake, what are we going to do?
Grant our ghosts some real estate?
Hospitality is what we need to extend. Hospitality for ghosts. We can befriend them.
If you really think so.
Just a little kindness can change people.
Kindness can go a long way with a good spell.
Let's start with milk and cookies. Do ghosts eat milk and cookies?
Under certain circumstances, milk and cookies are not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
Very, very strange way to go about dealing with ghosts.
Oh my gosh, I missed part of the alphabet. Very strange way to deal with.
Perhaps I have forgotten my ABCs.
Really not a problem, but here we have.
Hey, here I am a ghost.
Welcome.
Since when do ghosts actually appear? with hair.
They've been known to grow hair after death.
Unusually created by the worst warlock.
Verily, sir, we are kindly welcoming you. Verily.
When did you call me?
When we call you, you will know it.
Yes, you will. I love the sound of your voice.
Zones of people around me love for me to sing.
All your noises are welcome here.
Beware the alphabet.
Can't say it better myself.
In the beginning, I thought, boy, Helen really knows her alphabet. But by the end, I thought, nah, maybe not. So we could do this all night. We're about to do one of our final pieces. It's called Book Club, and that will involve a little group that's been getting together. I'm going to spotlight myself. By golly. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Hi. So we're about to do Book Club, and we will get some titles. Oh, it looks like some have already been chatted to me, of the book of the month that these folks have been watching. And they're going to be guests for the book club at John's house. But John, of course, will have a different name. I believe it's Eve. And once they're in, I will tell them the title of the book. So let me bring on my players for book club. They're arriving. There may be snacks. Oh my gosh. And I get to take myself out of here. And Ms. Helen.
Carlisle, baby, Carlisle.
Okay. Now, the book that you all have been reading for a month is, I'm looking at them all. We've got a ton. They're just flooding in. Okay, let's take The Edge of the Cliff. Take it away.
I love
All
that
have
one.
arrived. You all have your books, and I will be quiet.
Oh, welcome in, friends. How are you loving the read?
Wonderful, wonderful.
So great.
What a book.
What?
It's moving, very moving.
It's moving all of us. I love just the beginning. I'm about on chapter 3. It says Eric had stopped waving and signaled for me to get Becky's attention. My wife, he shouted. Get me my wife.
What a metaphor for the edge of a cliff. I'm just waiting for us to get closer to the edge and see who falls over.
I was struck by that tension, the wife and the cliff, and this line on page 57 where it says, it's really hard to be enthusiastic about getting other people to study amphibians when I don't know eventually they'll hit this sad truth.
Yes.
The sadness, the tension, the wife. What did you think?
I just pondered, I'm sorry, Acorn.
I thought it was just great. And I love the part on page 24 where the lead says, life doesn't come with guarantees, but this life insurance plan does. Se habla español.
Oh, what a hopeful thought.
Good policy. Good.
What moved me back to page 57 is how important climbing the emotional ladder is, because nothing is more important than how you feel, right, Acorn?
Right.
I appreciate your vulnerability right now. Thank you.
Thank you all.
I couldn't stop reading chapter 3 when on page 80 it said, as soon as she said it, she heard how irrelevant it was. absurd.
Absurd.
Oh, that's so existential.
Isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Guess what? It's time for snacks.
Oh, I brought some pretzels.
I brought a lemon.
Thank you, Gretchen.
I have some cherries.
I brought Honey Nut Cheerios.
My favorite.
Cheerios.
You're so nostalgic, eh?
And I brought some antioxidant drink wine.
Oh, how
Oh,
nice.
thank you.
I brought some garlic salt.
Oh,
I brought some confetti.
What about
But
chapter
that
6?
reminds me about the children there on page 80 where you were.
Yes.
About, do you know how few children around the world have playgrounds to play on or food to eat? Here we have the abundance.
Oh, I feel so guilty.
we should
Take a
send
moment
them.
and be grateful.
And then
Exactly.
I'm
The
thankful
cliff.
for each of you. Can we just read on in that where it says there seemed to be a theme developing and everything I saw appeared to substantiate it? What is that theme?
I think I found it. It's on page 94. It says, do not get scammed by lenders.
Oh, Linders.
Oh, that
Oh.
just took me to the edge of the cliff.
Oh, yeah.
That brings me to page 88 because it's dealing with honesty. We need to honestly observe our daily lives. Isn't that true?
It is so
And-
true. Every day.
And, dir-
Every
and
day.
directly confront our weaknesses and our problems.
Oh,
I mean, isn't that it? I mean, why even read beyond page 102?
I'm discovering I have a weakness for Honey Nut Cheerios.
yes. So good.
It's the crunch.
I'll bring some next week too.
Oh,
I have
gosh.
gained 10 pounds since I started this book club, you guys.
We are naughty, naughty, naughty.
What should we
Oh, go ahead.
what should we read for next month?
Maybe
I
something about mayonnaise.
I was intrigued by losing yourself in love. I thought that sounded so interesting. Can we read that sometime in the near future?
I do love mayonnaise.
I do too.
Mayonnaise and the walrus.
Mayonnaise we vote for.
Yes, yes.
Oh, and we can bring something to snack on that goes with mayonnaise.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Lots of different dips.
I'll bring artichokes.
Have you guys tried hell and mayonnaise?
Have you read Helen Mayonnaise?
Oh, there's a recipe on the back of it, and it is fabulous.
I've been to Helen Mayonnaise.
With you guys, I just can't stop club. I love it.
You choose such
Next
good
month, I want to host and have a little bit of a sleepover. What do you guys think?
Then we can drink the wine and we don't have to drive home.
Exactly.
Yes.
Girls, should we bring our sleeping bags?
Of course, your sleeping bags, your PJs, and
My footy jammies.
oh gosh, yes, yes, yes. And it will be a lot of fun.
That's it. Mayonnaise, love, and Dad with a book.
Big hand from us to them because that was great. I want to join that book club. I'm in. That was fantastic. Leslie says, Helen Mayonnaise, yay! So we're all in gallery view, and now we have come to almost the end of the show. So even our crew is going to come on with us right now. And by golly, by gum, I want to say a few things. That was so fun. I don't even want to stop. We could go on and on. We're just getting warmed up. But number one, we thank you so much. I don't know if we have a report, Leslie and Sue, but how many people are out there in Facebook land or YouTube land? What do we got? How many?
It shifted a little bit in Facebook. So I think we had, I don't know, 40 or so.
68.
68 on Facebook and 69 on YouTube.
There you go.
And here's the thing. In a second, we're going to do our outro, and we're going to tell you, share a little bit with you. But right now, I want to say this, that Improv Playworks is the school, and it's all virtual. And there are ongoing classes. We have weekday class and a weekend class. And every month, at least once, we offer a free drop-in on Sunday afternoon to come and check out Zoomprov with me and a mixture of these guys. And we have one coming up this month on Sunday the 12th at 4 p.m. And you can find all this information on my webpage, which is improvplayworks.com, and also Facebook, which is Improv Playworks. And you can like that page and be part of our crew. And I want to thank, and I'll do a little bit at the end, but I wanted to say that because I always forget that kind of thing. So now we're going to go out, tell you our names, and we're going to share just a little something. There's so many rich things that we get out of doing improv, and we'd like you to know a little bit of that. And as we go out and tell you our name, we'll tell you something that we really appreciate and get out of improv. So I'll start. I'm Sheila Goldsmith, and I've been doing this for a long time, and it's never-ending fun. And I am in deep respect and gratitude for watching people unfold, discover more parts of themselves, and the freedom of play in a safe environment where what we call failure is just part of learning. So thanks really for coming, and I'll pass it to Heather.
Hello, I'm Heather, and I've been doing improv since 2015, and I have just loved all of the different friends that I've made. The community has been such a safe space to be creative, wacky, dramatic, silly, all the things. That emotional ladder I mentioned, I've climbed it. And I just have, such great memories, and I'm looking forward to making more.
I'm Leah, and I've been doing improv for about 15 years or so. And I just love playing in this sandbox with a bunch of fun people. We don't take ourselves too seriously, and we're just safe. So hi to my peeps. Thanks for coming out.
Hey, I'm Brad, and really the thing that I love about improv and why I keep doing it is it just gives me an opportunity to play like I did when I was a kid. You know, no inhibitions, no worries. It's just fun.
I'm Helen, and I love discovering the energy that weaves with the other playmates that I find in improv. It's amazing.
I'm Angela, and I love meeting the people, the teamwork, and I know that people who have done improv within Oregon and Washington, they have my back.
I'm Aline, and I love improv. One of the reasons I love improv is because when I make mistakes, I know that everybody on this screen right now is ready to reach in and support me and lift me up, and no questions ever asked. It's fabulous.
I'm Bruce, and I did improv up until the 4th grade, and then the public schools kind of beat it out of me, and about 6 years ago I got back into it. Thank you, Keith Johnstone, for leading us out of that morass. And I love improv. It's my vitamin I. It makes my life a big surprise.
Love it. I'm John, and I'm so thankful for each person that's here with us tonight. And improv for me has been a great respite from a season of grief in my life. And every face here on the screen has helped me rediscover the joy of play. So I'm so grateful.
I'm Renee, and I joined improv because I just moved here, and I have so many good friends now. And I'm normally a shy person. I couldn't find my voice, but being in improv helped me find my voice.
I'm Peter. I've been doing improv for about 3 years now, and I just love the fact that I found a group that also has multiple voices inside their head. It's a safe way to just let them out.
I'm Sue. Thanks to everybody who's watching by invitation, and I get to play with each of these people every week. And it has made the world a much kinder place. Improvisers make each other look good. It's a beautiful community. And if you're out there and you'd like to have some fun, come join us. It'd be fun. Leslie.
Oh, hi. Yes, been doing improv a really long time with Sheila, like what, 2002, whatever, heck of a long time. Yes, I was kind of like Bruce, maybe in trouble at school for being myself. So wish I had this outlet then. I'm a teacher now and I teach improv at the alternative school, and I can tell you it's transformative. And I think that's what everybody has been saying so far as well. And I can attest to that within myself and within my students. So it's a powerful, powerful thing.
I'm Mari, and I have been doing improv since 2017 with Sheila and Improv Playworks. And I love improv because it helps me learn skills that I can apply to my life. And I think I respond a lot better in situations every day. And thank you so much, Sheila, for being our director.
Yay.
Thank you. And you guys, we couldn't have done this whole production without Charlotte, who's behind the scenes. And you can come out if you want to, Charlotte, but we couldn't do it without her. And Sue and Mari have been phenomenal. And everybody's pitched in. Leah has helped me. Brad has helped me. You know, we've all just collaboratively created a really fun time. And this is our first time of doing this. And hopefully we'll do more and you can come see us. And again, Improv Playworks, free drop-ins. And I always do this. Sue or Mari, am I forgetting anything?
I think, Mari, I think we're good.
So we have to
Thanks, Charlotte.
We have to pretend that we hear a lot of clapping and laughter and all that stuff out there.
There is a lot of laughter and clapping out here. I'm watching the chat, so it's a real thing.
Oh my gosh, it's blowing up out here.
Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks for coming. Bye.
Bye.